What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. So before you give me the HKO special, help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And if you guys have time, you can donate to my PayPal, my Cash App there. All right. So now I want to talk about Enes Kanter. Yes. Oh yeah, he kind of told Natasha Cloud what's up. You should, Cantor's freedom asked Griner to enlighten the WNBA colleague calling America trash. Yeah, so she could learn by asking Brittany Griner. That, but hey. And another thing is, I was even like listening to Natasha Cloud. Didn't she fly and travel the world? And then she's like, "Yeah, they give me my freedoms and right." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm just like, "Look, you are in a country. Like here's one country she played. She played, I think, in Turkey. And Enes Kanter's from Turkey, and he's not allowed to go to Turkey. Okay, but she was, and yeah, they pretty much paid you the money and pretty much told you to be quiet, pretty much. Of course, not in that way, but pretty much you're gonna be quiet and play basketball. So that's what is going on there. So yeah, you traveled, but all these other countries, Natasha Cloud, you yeah, we just had to stay quiet about it. Even if you thought, oh, I have my freedom. No, you don't. You're a foreigner, just like I'm a foreigner here. So, former NBA player Enes Kanter called out WNBA player Natasha Cloud on Monday for saying America's a trash country and asked her colleague Brittany Griner to shed some light to the greatness of the United States. So, of course, yep, Cloud 31 took to Twitter. She slammed the Supreme Court for the decision and affirmative action, and then she's like, "Oh, let's talk about black and brown communicate to join LGBT to collectively fight for equality." But no, but Enes Kanter clapped back at Cloud, inviting her, yes, to visit North Korea, Turkey, where he's from, where she played basketball, Venezuela, and other countries where she wouldn't be able to speak out against the government. Yes, and my neighbors from the North Korea, you're not going to be able to speak out. You're going to stay very quiet. Oh, yes. You're not going to dare speak out against, or else the other choices you could be locked up. So he also told NBC to ask Griner, who's locked up in Russia for nearly a year, about her freedoms. Yeah. So there you go. Just ask Brittany Griner how trash America is. Freedom tweeted, calling America trash, huh? Well, so let me know when the season is over. I will buy you a ticket and we can go together to countries like China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, Venezuela, Cuba, and Turkey. Yeah, forget about calling them trash because I would like to see if you can even criticize those regimes. You and your family members will be thrown in jail and tortured to death and raped. People have an idea how lucky and blessed they are to be in a country like America. I'm not saying America's perfect, but trust me, you don't want to see the other side. So there you go. So ask Brittany Griner how trash America is, calling America trash. So, yep. So these countries, you're not going to be able to say that. And, yep, has been made publicly known and tends to run countries when the time is right. And here's the thing with Enes Kanter, he's currently a wanted terrorist in Turkey for speaking out against the country corrupts government. So during a recent interview with Outkick, Freedom explained why he loves America. So I'm going to play about a 3-minute clip. So listen in.
Post on Facebook, one of my teammates was criticizing the president of the United States. So I turned around immediately. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he was like, what happened? He said, well, I just saw your post. And he said, okay. And I was like, well, you might be in jail tomorrow. And I remember all my teammates started to laugh. And I was very confused. I'm like, why are you guys laughing? One of them said, dude, this is not Turkey, this is America. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, well, we have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of expression, freedom of protest here. Just because of you don't like the president, just because of you don't like the government, you're not gonna be in jail. And that was like I really thought they were talking to a like different language, And then slowly, my high school teammates, my college teammates, started to like tell me about the freedom we have in this country. So I was like, well, after air, water, and food, the freedom is like the most important thing that a human being can have. So I wanted to make this world part of me and carry it everywhere I go. And now every place I go in and people chant and scream freedom. And that's amazing.
That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. But you also, so people understand, I said this earlier on the show. I said, Enes is the guy that I point to as maybe the most proud person to be an American. But people don't understand because we've talked about this before. Your family has been threatened over in Turkey. Your immediate family, and you're not allowed to go there. You've been pretty much exiled.
I got 12 arrest warning in 9 years. I actually have a bounty on my head. They put my name on Interpol list. They put my name on the most wanted terrorist list just because of I was talking about the human rights violations that are happening in Turkey. I was talking about the political prisoners. People need to understand, and I'm not saying okay, every country have their own problems, and I'm not saying America is 100% perfect, but just because of you tweet in this country, just because of you express yourself, just because of you go out there and criticize the president or the government, your family's not going to be in jail and tortured. I remember it was like when I was playing for, I think it was Boston Celtics, and towards the end of the season, I get in the locker room and all my teammates, they were criticizing America. They were saying America is bad, America's awful, this and that. And I actually listened and see if they were gonna tell me like if they're gonna say something like valid. So I listened for like a few minutes and I was like, guys, listen. Season is about to be over. And after the season, I will buy a ticket and let's go to there's some of these countries out there, like Russia, like China, like Iran, like North Korea, like Venezuela, like Cuba, like Turkey. And I would like to see if you guys gonna even forget about giving an interview or make it a headline. Let me see if you guys can even tweet something about the regimes over there. You will be in jail the next day, and no one will hear from you ever again. Look what happened to Brittany Griner. It's not. People think that yeah we had so bad in this country, but we should feel very blessed to be in a country like America.
All right. So, yep, Enes Kanter. So, yeah, and I can attest to some of this because I've been to China, and they want to know everywhere you're going. You know, so even if you have to pay for a 10-year tourist visa, they're gonna want to check like, okay, where you staying, where you going, and of course I had to surrender my passport because they got to register me into the police. So I had to go through all that trouble just for that. And I was like, holy moly, yeah, I don't want to come to China anymore. And another thing is, yeah, North Korea is north of me. I mean, I haven't been to North Korea, but I've been close to it. Just recently, I was at the DMZ, got to see parts of North Korea. Yeah, so, it's not that fun being in jail. Not that fun. You can't speak out against those countries. You know, if because if I was to speak out against North Korea, you know, I'm gonna be a dead man. So That's one of the things. Now, luckily, I'm in the South right now, and I have to still have certain freedoms, but not all. Even if I have, an American passport, that's the only passport I have. I don't have a Korean passport, and even if Korea is like a democracy republic, still you don't have the rights even as a foreigner. So yeah. So when Natasha Cloud talks about, yeah, I've been to all these countries and I had, no, she's not telling the whole truth about it because number one, those teams paid her a lot of money. Number two, you need to keep your mouth shut. You're not going to open up like you're in the WNBA. No, you're in their league. You're in the league that Turkey is. You know, you're going to be quiet about it. So you're not going to have all this freedom to say America's it or Turkey's this, Turkey's that. Yeah, you're getting paid a lot of money. You're going to be very quiet and a good soldier about it, you know? And same thing, I'm here in Korea, but the funny thing is, I'm a guest in this country. I am not a citizen of this country. So, yeah. But yes, I am proud to be an American, and yes, I have certain freedoms because I'm an American. And Enes Kanter, got his American citizenship, and now yeah, he knows what that meaning of that freedom is. The land of the free, the home of the brave. So, yeah. So that's what I got to say. All right. So if anyone enjoyed any of this content, please hit the like and subscribe and comment on what you think about all of this. All right. So other than that, I will see you in my next video.